Greetings, whisky folk, and welcome to the Dram Report, your whisky news for the Dram Association Whisky Club here in Victoria, BC. Today is May the 24th. That's right, it is Victoria Day. I hope you're all having a wonderful public holiday. Normally, we'd be celebrating with the Highland Games right now. I'd probably be presenting, actually, right this second, I'd probably be presenting whisky in a tent, surrounded by cannon fire and sheep. Unfortunately, that's not happening this year, but we have some other fantastic whisky things happening. First of all, our main story today is, I just want to talk very quickly about a Strath exclusive. And no, I'm not actually talking about the whisky I'm drinking right now. This is the 2020 Victoria Whisky Festival exclusive Old Perth, which you can purchase right now at strathliquor.com for 10% off. Normal price $130.35. Right now it's only $117.32. There's only a few bottles of this left. But I'm not talking about that. That's not the Strath exclusive I'm talking about. Nor is it the Strath exclusive 2021 Victoria Whisky Festival Glencairn glass, which you can pick up for only $10, with all proceeds going to charity. This month's charity being the Saanich Peninsula Lions Food Bank. Another Strath exclusive, but that's also not what I'm talking about. But it is the whiskey I'm drinking and the glass I'm drinking from. But there's another exclusive that I'd like to present to you right now, and this is a summer special. This is something we've never done before, I don't think, in the Dram Association. We're talking about a beer. So, summertime is coming, and some of you may not know this, but the traditional way of drinking a whiskey in Scotland is the half and half, where you have a whiskey and a beer, and you drink them together. I mean, not at the same time. You have a sip of whiskey, and then you have a sip of beer. And I'm going to present to you today what I think is a fantastic option for a local craft beer that goes really well with whiskey. And it just so happens to be exclusive to the Strathairn Wine and Spirit merchants. It also features artwork from a local artist, a Dram Association member, Andrew Redbeard, and that beer is Big Bad John's 5X Lager in its brand new format. It's actually a brand new recipe from a local brewery now. New artwork. Let's see what this brand new version of Big Bad John's 5X is all about. And I've got the perfect glass for it as well. Nice little mason jar mug. So yeah. Basic stats, it's 5% ABV. Big Bad John's has been serving beer since 1962, so we know a good beer when we taste one. This crisp, fresh lager goes perfectly with bluegrass, peanuts, and moonshine. We reckon it's better than just XXX. It's XXXXX. Brewed at Vancouver Island Brewing. Only available at the Strath. So, exclusive local craft beer. And I would say a fantastic summer beer to accompany your summer drams. Oh. Look at that. You can tell I've not worked behind a bar for a while. That's a bit too much head. But honestly, for this style of beer, I like a good bit of head. So yeah, a half and a half. A fantastic way to enjoy both a beer and a whiskey. And if you ask many people in Scotland, the only way you should be doing it. Oh, that is... It's crisp, it's malty, it's light, and it doesn't have any... It's not very bitter, it's not very sweet, it's a nice middle-of-the-road, savoury lager, and the perfect accompaniment to go with a whiskey like this. Big Bad John's 5X Lager. Not only is it available exclusively at the Strath, but right now, we're actually featuring it. It's a Dram Association featured beer, because why not? So normally, a six-pack of this goes for $9.91. Right now, you guys can get 10% off on it, so it's $8.92. That's less than $1.50 a beer. So if you're interested in picking up a new local craft beer exclusively available at the Strath with local artwork on it as well, you can get some at a great price, and I thoroughly recommend it as one half of your half and half. Alright, today's second story, of course, is the upcoming tastings that we have going on at Drinking Out Loud over on YouTube. So, some of you might know this already, but not only is May 2 for the Highland Games over here in Victoria, BC, normally, it also happens to be the Dram Association's birthday. That's right, we actually launched at the Highland Games 4 years ago today. And, it's time to celebrate a little bit. And we're going to celebrate at the Dram Association with one of the most anticipated digital tastings since I first hinted at it a few months ago. I've had a lot of people asking when it's going to happen, when we're going to pin down a date, and it's happening. It is happening on Thursday. It is happening at 6:30 on Thursday, the 27th of May. We have an incredible lineup, 8 whiskies, 8 single malt whiskies, all from Ben Romack, with a very special guest, Richard Urquhart of the legendary Urquhart whiskey family from Gordon MacPhail. And this is one not to be missed. We have 2 provincial exclusives, 2 whiskies that you can only buy at the Strath here in British Columbia. Plus, not only that, one of them is a Canadian exclusive you can only buy in Canada, and it was only available in Alberta and BC, and I'm pretty sure it's already sold out in Alberta. It was brought in for a specific club. We were just happened to be offered a couple of cases. But not only that, we also have the oldest whiskey we've ever presented in the Dram Association. So stay tuned on Drinking Out Loud. Come back to this YouTube channel right here on Thursday the 27th at 6:30 p.m. to join in with the live chat. It's gonna be hellacious. It's gonna be great. Not only that, we have another celebration. A celebration that is happening all the way around the world, over in Scotland on Islay. Of course, it is Fégile season. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Islay Festival of Malt and Music, and we are taking part in a very special way on June the 2nd. It happens to be Bowmore Day, and we have a very, very special guest. We actually have the brand ambassador for Bowmore joining us. James Neal is going to be joining us here in the studio. Well, he's in Ontario, but Zoom, it's going to feel like he's right here. And we're going to be exploring 4 incredible age statement Bowmores as well. So Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. again. Feel free to come spend a little bit of Fégile right here at the Strath. It's going to be wonderful. Now, let's take a look at what's currently available as featured whiskies in the Dram Association. So, alongside, of course, the aforementioned Victoria Whisky Festival 2020 Old Perth, we have some independently bottled single malt whiskies and 1 single grain whiskey that we presented in our Indie Showcase 7 video. So for more information on all of these whiskies, check out the Indie Showcase 7 video from a couple of weeks ago. These are all going to be featured up until the launch of our Ben Romack tasting on Thursday. So we've got until Thursday to get these at the incredible 10% off price. So what do we have? Well, we have a 9-year-old Ardmore, from the Artist Collective, from La Maison du Whisky, all the way over in France. This is an incredible collaboration with whiskey and up-and-coming artists from around the world. This one is an Ardmore, yes, but it tastes kind of more like a Lafroy because it was actually matured in what they've written here, bourbon cask after Islay, which we translated to ex-Lafroy cask, and that is just an incredible Ardmore. Can be yours, normal price $168.61 down to $151.75 until Thursday. We also have this beautiful 13-year-old sherry cask Altmore from the same independent bottler. This one is normally $226 even, and it's right now $203.40. Another fantastic whiskey, and in a box set with 2 glasses, you can get this Clynelish 10-year-old. Always lovely to see a Clynelish available here in BC. And this is $189.40 regularly, currently $170.53. And hidden behind these beauties, we have 2 more. We have the Rest and Be Thankful. This is the debut. This is the first ever Rest and Be Thankful available here at the Strath in BC. This is a 10-year-old cask strength single cask feta can. It can be yours, normally $172.96 down to $155.56 while stocks last. And last of all, I mentioned not all single malts. We do have a 25-year-old single grain. This is from the Sovereign range over at Hunter Lang. This is a Girvan, a really neat distillery of single grain Scotch whiskey. 25 years old, can be yours, regular price $242.52. Right now it is $218.27. Get them while you can, ladies and gentlemen. that is today's news. We're going to have more tastings coming up in the next month. June's going to be fun. Not only do we have the Beaumont Fegil tasting at the beginning of the month, but hopefully we'll also have a Kilcommon tasting and a Compass Box tasting. And maybe if we can squeeze it in, and this might end up in July, we'll also have a Gordon MacPhail tasting coming up as well, which is going to be off the charts. Of course, every month we have our SNWS outturn, so the first Friday of every month, tune in for that. And yeah, thanks for checking out the news, and I'm going to enjoy some more brews. Stay tuned. I've been Adam Bradshaw. This has been the Dram Report. Catch you later.
Felt the wind of a car to